Conference, Greg, in this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff level opponent.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in a point. Now here is Holiday after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, I feel relatively good about the chances. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Down to 5 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Brunson scanning the floor. Bridges passes to Hart. He's off on that one. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here's Brown outside. Boston again missing. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Oh, Tatum in position. Stolen by Brunson. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Tries to save it. Pass to Bridges. Tatum against Hart. Out to Bridges. Out to the wing. Towns, the pass to Bridges. Launches it. They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. The three from Tatum gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them. Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
There's Towns. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. From deep three-point land. Rebound, Boston.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Wow, look at how quick. He flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Hart kicks to Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum finds Brown. 5 on the clock. Fires from way outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
And stolen by Tatum. And that's collected by Brunson. Knicks trail by 3. To halt the run, Anunoby, good.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tatum down low. Towns on him. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bridges outside. Stolen by Holiday. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense.
Oh, Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
First team foul.
Bridges against White. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Bridges misses.
Drew Holiday.
Celtics leading by 6. And Tatum driving. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Taken away by Holiday. Outside Tatum. Launches a 3. They get it again. Out to White. Outside Holiday. Tatum with a screen on Brunson. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Tatum with another miss. Knicks trail by 10. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Hart the pass to Bridges. Porzingis with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Hart against Tatum. A pass to Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hart.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Greg, we know about the EuroCup, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players who have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
The three from Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Hart, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Out to Porzingis. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 5.
How about Porzingis? You can play him as the roll man, or in this instance, use him as the ball handler. How hard is that to deal with?
Brunson outside. New York, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 10. Outside, Porzingis. Over Hart. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that jumper is pure Porzingis. Nice follow through, nice touch. This guy is very fundamentally sound.
And Towns gets it to go.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Celtics lead 26-16.
We've got 1:13 left here in the second. In the corner, Tatum with it. Back to Holiday. Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Inside, Tatum.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
For 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Tatum.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Porzingis with a screen on Brunson. Tatum against Brunson. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
They push it up 4 on 3. And Towns throws it down.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Here's Tatum. And so it's Boston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it up. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Torrey Craig is out there with Horford, and it's Pritchard in at the 1.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Stolen by Robinson. To the wing right side. Here's Beauchamp. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Pritchard. Drops one in from the wing. And the Celtics lead by 5.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Achua with it. Craig is on him. Achua, the pass to Payne. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Shireman, defended by McBride. Shireman can't hit. The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And stolen by Horford. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Drops in the tray off the fast break. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Al Horford is such a tremendous passer as a big man.
Oh!
My goodness.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Pass to Pritchard. For 3. They grab their own miss. And stolen by Achua. Over to the wing. Here's Beauchamp. Here's Robinson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
38, 31. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Craig, good.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Beauchamp and the powerful one-handed slam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's McBride. Pass to Beauchamp. Payne looking around. Now McBride. Clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Pritchard. The Knicks pull it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Achua, no good. Celtics leading by 6. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Pritchard's got 5 now.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. And while he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Up in time. And we've reached the end of the third. Boston on top. They're up by 6. And we're coming. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Anunoby out there with Precious Achua. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Hart's checked in.
New York Knicks, number 3, Josh Hart.
On the wing, Bridges. White covering. There's the lob to Bridges. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hart.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Boston leading by 6. Outside, White. Tatum against Hart. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Here's Anunoby. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Brown with a screen on Hart. Tatum drives in. Oh, looping down the lane. Tatum.
How about that? The quick feet, quick thinking makes the play an easy one in screen and roll action for Jason Tatum.
Hart finds Anunoby. Over Brown. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Bridges passes to Towns. White against Bridges. Back to Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Porzingis with the steal. Tatum with it. Hart covering.
Foul called on Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Tatum against Hart. Tatum down low. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Knicks trail by 14. Here's Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Hart against Tatum. Tips it.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Bridges kicks to Hart. Back to Bridges. Towns at the elbow. Pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston leading by 13. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's the floater. The kick out to Holiday. Brown outside. Beyond the arc. And Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Celtics.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Jason Tatum.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Spins. Here's Bridges. Scores off the spin. 51 seconds left in the game. Tatum with it. Hart covering. Tatum kicks to Brown. Tatum against Hart. Puts up a deep three. Tatum's shot is off. Fires away from outside. And Boston with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Fires from way outside. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Stolen by Brunson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and
matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positions. Rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Williams. Pure from three-point range.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And there's the lob. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Holmgren. No good on the 3. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
The floater. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Kicks it out to Anunoby for 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
The shot's good.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Holmgren with a screen on Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hard against Holmgren. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
What a dunk from Hart, showing off his athleticism there.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Brunson. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. And it's New York with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Bridges outside. Inside. Dort with a steal. Williams passes to Holmgren. It's Hartenstein, high post. He's against Bridges. Outside, Williams. No good on the triple. The Knicks with the lead. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Anunoby. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Got no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Dort for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Hart with a screen on Holmgren. Anunoby for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Williams on the wing. Brunson defending. Williams misses. Puts up a deep 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Hart passes to Anunoby. Nails it from 3. Anunoby's got his second basket on the night.
Doesn't get much easier than that. Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Outside Hart.
That's his first personal. First team foul.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson passes to Hart. Just 5 to shoot, and he lobs it up, and it's powered home by Towns.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And that one drops for them.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
14.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Brunson. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 7. Williams on the wing. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pump, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. From behind the arc. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 13. Hartenstein with a screen on Bridges. To the paint. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. And last season, Britt, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season.
Back to Williams. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
New York has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Brunson passes to Bridges. Hits the trifecta. And now a 5-point Knick lead.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Brunson finds Towns. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Throws it up high. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. The coach is going to be on him about that one.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Payne against Mitchell. It's Williams, high post. From deep. No luck on that one. Outside McBride. Good D by Wallace. Now here's Williams. Tipped. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Knicks out in front, up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Mitchell Robinson is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Cam Payne. And it's Beauchamp in at the 3. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Robinson against Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Payne. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. It's Williams, high post. Achua's there. Achua with a steal. Pass to McBride. Here's Achua. Fires the three. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2-point game. That one drops for him. Here's Payne. No points so far. Here's McBride. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Wallace outside. Back to Caruso. Pass to Mitchell. The wide open shot is on the money. And now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Here's the three. The shot by Payne, no good.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Mitchell misses. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
Payne with the bucket.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Williams. Fires the three. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Williams has got 7.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Payne, the pass to Robinson. Here's Beauchamp. Robinson, a screen on Caruso. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Hart. Anunoby passes to Towns. It's Bridges on the wing. Williams defending. Clock at 4. Bridges misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here we go, one-on-one. Dort's shot is good.
The turnover leading to the turnout. That's a fast break, and Dort finishes it off.
Oh, a really deep 3 that time. Hart's got his 2nd basket of the game. The shake. SGA using that size.
An aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
That's good from Towns on the assist by Brunson. He's got 10.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Misses the layup. Knicks trail by 6. Down low. The shot by Towns, no good. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And As we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Thunder. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And a deep 3 from Towns. Off target from three-point range. Thunder leading by 8. Pulls up on the wing. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And that one good.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder lead by 9.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Dort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. From undrafted to a key rotational player. Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Luguentz Dort continues to make improvements. And the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Hart against Holmgren. Hart passes to Bridges. Back to Hart. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams from long range. Buries it from 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break. Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
There's the drive, and it's Bridges with the jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
It's Dort on the wing. Off target from outside.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in the game. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter here. From deep three-point land.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
Brunson finds Anunoby. New York no good that time either. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Williams from long range. Hart pulls it in.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Bridges misses.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back. And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Thunder.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball. And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Counted from distance.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
Thunder lead.
Lets it fly. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the as this defense scrambled.
And Williams punches it home. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. On the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach.
highest scoring teams in the entire NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, there is firepower everywhere with these two teams. So defensively, you can't take away everything, but you have to try to take away something.
Limit some things, right, Coach? You can't stop everything on the play.
Not at all. You've got to pick your poison and decide what you can live with.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
It's Dort on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Tatum's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Holmgren with a screen on White. Dort passes to Holmgren, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, rebounded by the Celtics.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And the points coming for them now, Craig and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
To stop the run. And Gilgeous-Alexander with the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Brown. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Here's White. And a miss there on the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Hartenstein finds Williams. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Thunder trailing by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Holiday.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And here's Tatum for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
And Porzingis puts up a deep 3 from outside off the mark. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Shot from the top of the key. Oklahoma City the rebound. From downtown. Here's Hartenstein. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Here's Tatum driving inside. And they get it back. White finds Tatum. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. No good on the quick 3. Thunder have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Holmgren can't hit.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The kick out to Holiday. Drills the three-pointer. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
High post try. Tatum with another miss.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
And he makes both free throws. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And it's White missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hartenstein passes to Dort. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Porzingis with the block.
and just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
And the ability to score in many ways. When Tatum drives with force, get out of his way.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Outside Holiday sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Porzingis with the steal. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Tatum finishing off the break.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Brown outside. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's White. Misses the 3.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Outside Williams. Good on the bucket. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Tatum. Tatum jackhammers it in.
How about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Thunder. Outside Tatum. Over Holmgren. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
For the tie. And it's Mitchell missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Boston leading by 3. Bray Craig with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Craig. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Horford with a screen on Caruso. Pocket 2, shoots it up. The Thunder pull it in. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's tipped. Williams against Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And it's Mitchell at the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Mitchell dishes to Williams. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Williams has got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. Craig kicks to Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
On the wing, Mitchell. Floats it up for Williams. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard, covered by Mitchell. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Craig's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Pass to Shireman. From deep three-point territory. They get it back, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Thunder have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Free throw drops for Mitchell. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Williams. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. The 3 from Tatum. Holiday finds Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here goes Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third.
On defense, Dort has great instincts, helping him stay on top of the shooter.
On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Mitchell. Tatum deciding where to go with it. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Celtics lead by 2. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Tatum. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Williams against Brown. To tie it up. Williams attacking, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Tatum way outside. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Over Porzingis. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Over in the corner, Dort. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren against Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Tatum, that's for 2. And another basket for Boston.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
White, wide open, he fires. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down hard and nasty.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
Tatum no good. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. A 2-point game. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams finds Dort. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Brown. Back to Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Shoots over White. Porzingis with the block. For three, Holmgren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 4. Here's Tatum, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A fluid, talented scorer with length. Tatum is hard to defend because of that versatility.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Williams, count it.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
For the 3. Boston, no good that time either. And good. He got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
Now, New York starting five. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Here's Bridges. After the basket by Boston. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Back to Anunoby. White with the steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. There's Tatum with the three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Bridges outside. From the arc. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. Spins. Shoots over Hart. Tatum can't hit.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Pass to Anunoby. Tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Drills it from deep.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Here's Tatum. And it's New York with a rebound.
Oh, he just can't resist the urge to try and do something special, and it cost them 2 points.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to White. A deep 3. Towns with a rebound. New York has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. Going inside and finished off by Tatum.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum. Sending a message.
Anunoby passes to Bridges. Hart from long range. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Tatum way outside. A quick shot there. It's off target.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
For 3, Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. White for 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Using his athleticism on the boards. Gotta put a body on Brown or this will happen.
It's Hart on the wing. Hounded by Tatum. Shot's good by Hart.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For New York, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Celtics trail by 3. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Tatum. He takes it in and finished off by Tatum.
Tatum's become very good at finding high percentage shots, driving hard, not just settling for jumpers.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Porzingis misses. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Brunson. Fires from deep.
Can he count it? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Now that's how you end the quarter.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted.
And so it's the New York Knicks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. They've got Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Knicks leading by 3. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
And they double up Brunson. Oh, there's the alley. And stolen by Porzingis. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Back to Hart. Pass to Bridges. Towns a screen on White. For 3, Bridges. Boston pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's White. And he lobs it up to the rim. Porzingis passes to White. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Tatum. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Hart to get back on track. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
On the wing, Tatum. Takes a 3. And Tatum drills the 3. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 4. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Tatum pulls it in. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And the basket by Bridges.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Tatum, a screen on Anunoby. They get it back. Kick out to Brown. Tatum way outside. Again, the miss by Boston.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. It's a tie ball game. The deep 3 from Porzingis. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. The Knicks have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Towns can't get it to go. And here's Brown for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. White with the steal. Tie game in Boston. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Al Horford. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And here's Payne outside, sends it home from three-point land. And the Knicks lead by 5.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Craig, no good. And the Knicks shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's McBride. Shireman grabs the board. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pritchard, no good. New York leading by 5. Pass to Beauchamp. And the shot goes down. Beauchamp's got his first points of the game.
Soft touch on the finger roll. Always such a pretty shot.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
He buries it from 3.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Achua passes to Robinson. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Craig with a screen on Payne. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
From deep three-point range, Robinson can't hit. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Craig with a screen on Payne. For the lead. Pritchard, no good. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Beauchamp fires in the triple. Beauchamp's got 5 now.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Pass to Hauser. Launches a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Now Robinson. Still no points. Here's Beauchamp. And the layup falls. And now it's a 6-point New York lead.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The 3 from Craig. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. McBride passes to Robinson. Outside Achua. Back to Robinson. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Achua with a screen on Craig. And it's Beauchamp missing. So it's Boston now. Craig passes to Hauser. Right wing. Horford outside. Boston no good that time either. New York leading by 8. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Got a line change here for Boston. And here's Brunson from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Tatum. 18 points for him. White, the pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Over Brunson. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. New York has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can send.
And so it's New York in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back after this word. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, we've got OG Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Hey! Jason Tatum takes flight!
Oh, you gotta prevent Tatum from getting into the lane, because once he's in there, you're done.
Pass to Anunoby. Hart against Tatum. Outside Hart. Offline with a 3. Celtics trail by 9. Inside. Back to Tatum. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And that one misses.
A multi-talented swingman. Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Brunson. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Brunson inside with the finish.
And I like it. I mean, using the strong frame, Brunson pushes through the foul and sinks the shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Towns passes to Anunoby. And a strong finish with two hands.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Hard against Tatum. Tatum on the drive. And finished off by Tatum.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Holiday against Brunson. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Porzingis. And now just a 4-point Knick lead. Anunoby against Brown. They get the rebound. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Kristaps, the finish.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Brunson passes to Towns. New York again can't hit. Boston on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Brunson, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum, the screen on Anunoby. Back to Tatum. It's tipped. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
White, the pass to Tatum. Brown, the screen on Harden. Here's Tatum. No luck on that one. Hart with the defensive effort. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. Anunoby finds Brunson. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics on offense. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Boston, no good that time either.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Anunoby for 3. Towns passes to Anunoby. Bridges against Brown. 6 to shoot. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Derek White, second personal foul, second team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drains the triple. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
It's stolen by Holiday. So New York wins it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant
one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So the New York starting five. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the three. Now here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Hart with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Hart, that's good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Bridges against Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice crossover to get that one.
That, folks, is about the speed of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets in there before the defense can react.
Out to Brunson. Pass to Hart. Fires the three, and it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Big time slam by Karl Anthony Towns. Love when he's playing with this sort of aggression.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Anunoby after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. The kick out to Williams. Tries again. That shot, no good. Good D by Anunoby. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did speak briefly with Oklahoma City's head coach, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make Cat into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Hartenstein with a screen on Anunoby. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Anunoby. Dort against Bridges. Brunson surveying the D. Offline with his three. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Kept alive, back to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Dort kicks to Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bridges misses. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Hart. Goes back up. Out of hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's Dort.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. Oh, Anunoby in position. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Hart, no good. Here's Dort. Off target from 3-point range. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high. Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. Here's Brunson. Nice! Brunson working inside.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder leading by 4. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That'll be a jump ball.
On the wing, Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play. OG Anunoby is fast off his feet, 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
There's the lob to Towns. Holmgren with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Brunson picks him up. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And Holmgren lays it in. Holmgren's got his first points of the night. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
Makes it off the glass. Holmgren's got his second bucket.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And stolen by Williams. Holmgren with it. Brunson picks him up. And the rejection by Towns.
Love the hustle from Towns right there. Boy, engaged defensively.
Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points for Williams.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Thunder leading by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
And this is the time.
Taking 2 shots.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
No good on the free throw.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
It's not going to go for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder out in front, up by 4. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Cameron Payne is out there with Miles McBride. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Robinson, and it's Beauchamp in at the 3 spot. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all miss significant time. And who can forget forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7. Almost unreal bad luck.
Here's Payne. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. 5 on the clock. Payne gets a wide-open look. Carries it from three-point range. Payne's got his second bucket tonight.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Caruso looking for an opening. The kick out to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They get it back. And a missed layup. Knicks trail by 3. McBride passes to Payne. Wants to get it to McBride and does. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Beauchamp.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
McBride with the ball. Williams picks him up. McBride with the ball. Wallace is there.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Caruso. And here is Williams. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And McBride gets it to go.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
To the wing on the left. Beauchamp passes to Achua for the tie. Thunder with the rebound. Williams inside, working on Payne. A shot by Williams, no good. Knicks trail by 3. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Achua. Pass to McBride. Here's Beauchamp, defended by Caruso. Beauchamp passes to Robinson. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
The drive by Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Stolen by Mitchell. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Wallace. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you...
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Hart. And the rejection by Holmgren. And here's Brunson outside. It's good from long range. Brunson's got it all tied up now for New York.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Anunoby, good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 3. On the wing, Anunoby. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a tip ball.
Williams against Towns. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Williams inside, defended by Towns. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
And again, New York turns it over. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
How about that well-timed drop-off? Jalen Brunson just knows where to put the basketball.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by Bridges.
The tremendous length at the guard spot that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presents is a problem for a lot of defensive players.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for New York.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
And it's good, 2 points. 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Bridges inside. He's against Hartenstein, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Hits it from 3-point range.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Towns. And the rejection by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Bridges covering. So they take the lead. Holmgren's got 4 points now in the quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
And he drives in. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Bridges for three. Thunder with the rebound. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls.
SGA, that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
And the Knicks miss again.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And Williams throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Dort against Hart. It's Dort on the wing. Power down with both hands.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
From deep three-point land. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do. Do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at center, filling out the middle. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Tatum's shot is good.
And coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Exploding to the rim. No getting in Shea's way, especially when he's got a full head of steam.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. They get it again. Puts up a three. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Tatum with room to shoot. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
At 6'8" with a nice release point, Tatum's jumper is a tough one to disrupt.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5. Here's Hartenstein. Second chance effort. Pass to Holmgren. They shoot again. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Porzingis with a screen on Williams. And he lobs it up top. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Tatum way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Tatum's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Dort outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And then Tatum slams it in.
And we don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Now here's Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum with it. On the take. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Taking it strong. Tatum forcing his way to the line, playing aggressively.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Thunder trail by 4. Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The deep 3 from Porzingis. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
From deep 3-point range. Outside Tatum. Fires for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
Williams misses. Porzingis surveying the floor. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. Absolutely. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up-and-down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daignault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. So it's Boston now. What a finish from Porzingis. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. It's Hartenstein, high post. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. From deep three-point land. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness, and the sky is the limit for this guy.
And here are the Thunder now. After the basket by Boston, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
Porzingis against Hartenstein. The 3 from deep range. KP hits it.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Celtics. White on the wing. Dort defending. Three-pointer, no good. Thunder trail by 3. Drives to the hoop. And that one is hammered home.
And you love it when Dort gets that kind of momentum and is charging towards the basket. Not many people want to get in his way.
A deep 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Hartenstein passes to Dort. And he sinks the 11-footer. So Dort's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move. Using his size to full advantage. He beats everyone to the ball.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. There's the triple. JT for 3.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Here's Pritchard. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Holmgren. Down low, Holmgren drops it in.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Baseline jumper. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Williams misses. And the Celtics shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Craig with a screen. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Williams. Here's Dort. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Peyton Pritchard, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. Horford, a screen on Caruso. Hauser can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Caruso. Horford pulls it in. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve. And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Right side Mitchell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Shireman. Boston, no good that time either.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Celtics trail by 7, and already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive, B.A. in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Now here's Wallace. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
But I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
Hauser, that's good.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Wallace. Soft touch off the glass. Wallace has got 8 points.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And Horford powers it home.
That decision by Horford to attack the basket caps himself off with a thunderous jam.
The kick out to Williams. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Hauser. That three's off the mark. And it's Thunder's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pure from three-point range.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Puts up a deep three. The shot comes out. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. We've got a line change here for Boston. Both free throws good from Mitchell. 54 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Williams against Porzingis. Back to Mitchell. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Tatum. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And the free throw, no good.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Dort. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. White for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hardenstein's got 9 rebounds now to the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. And so it's Oklahoma City earning this break in the action, up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at small forward. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to White. Launches it. Tips. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Oh, a deep 3 from Tatum. Again, the miss by Boston. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Here's Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Lays it up and banks it in.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Porzingis with a screen on Holmgren. And it's Tatum missing. The Thunder have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Oh, Tatum stuffing it home.
Yeah, once Tatum sees a gap, he is gone. Off and running.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in. And that's a double-double for him now.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket. That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
And you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
From deep. Brown can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 11. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Back to Dort. Driving to the basket. 6 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Hartenstein. It's stolen by Tatum. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
The drive by Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
And you got that right. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Thunder.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
First team foul.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Williams, a screen on Tatum. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Holmgren against Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home. Oklahoma City's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Boston with the ball. They trail by 14. And stolen by Williams. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Tatum way outside. Can't connect from long distance. Hartenstein passes to Dort. The long distance 3 is buried.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Jason Tatum.
And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.